Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Cage Ed by Riffclown. So we have really simple rules today. We have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, so in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box. And also, within each of these 6-cell cages, we are not repeating the digits 1 to 6 exactly one, or sorry, we are putting the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. So it's your normal Sudoku, plus these are all 6-cell cages. So you also don't repeat digits in these cages. And that is it. We also are given 1 through 6 here. So there is a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. So this is going to be a very geometric heavy puzzle. I'm sure of it. So what do I mean by geometry? Well, for example, let's color this cell green. We can ask, we don't know what digit green is. We know it's not 2, but that's basically all we know about it. But we know it's going to be a digit. Like if you look at the final solution of this puzzle, I mean, I guess you could go to the end of this video and know what digit that is, but you don't have to, right? It's going to be a digit. And so we're just talking about whatever that digit ends up being. We can talk about it. For example, we can say, well, we know every box is going to have one of that digit. So where is green? Where is the green digit in this box? Well, it can't repeat in this killer cage. And so the only place it can be in this box is here. So it must be. So this is like a coloring technique here. Now we know this cage here is going to need a green, and this green sees here, and this green sees the row and the rest of its box. So none of these can repeat the green because it would violate either row or box. And so in order to put a green in this cage, we have to put it right there. Now we know this is not green because it's in the same row as a green. So we can call this purple. So all we know about purple is it's not 1, it's not 6, and it's also not whatever green is. Green is also not 1 or 6, by the way. In fact, do we know enough about green yet? So green is not 1. It's not 2. It could be 3. It's not 4 or 5, and it's not 6. So I guess it has to be 3. So actually, we can just place 3 into green now, and we don't need green anymore. I'm going to try to keep the colors light today, because I think it'll be more confusing to keep them all in. So do we know more about 3s? Can we place any more 3s? Now that we know that's the 3. I mean, 3 is in one of these 2. 3 is in one of these 2. And I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So we won't know how to resolve that yet. But anyway, this is purple. So we know purple goes here due to the box. That's also the purple in this region here. We also know purple is somewhere up here. Now, we have not excluded purple from being 2. We just know it's not 1, 3, or 6. So it could be 2, 4, or 5. Do we know more? Oh, we do know more about purple because it can't repeat in the cage here. It's got to go in this box somewhere. It's not here and it's not repeating in the cage. So it goes here. So now we know purple's not 2. So purple needs to end up in one of these 2 cells up here in this box. And then purple ends up in one of these 2 cells in this box. So what do we know about purple? It's not 1. It's not 2. It's not 3. It could be 4 or 5, but it's not 6. So it's a 4 or a 5, I guess. Hold on to that. And whether it's a 4 or 5 tells us where it goes in this box, which is interesting. It doesn't tell. It also tells us where it goes in this box. All right, we need to identify more. Probably just another color that might be helpful. Maybe this one. We know this isn't purple. We know it's not 3, so we can give it a color. Let's use orange. I'll try not to repeat a color, even though green is gone. I'm not going to reuse green to avoid confusion. Now we do need to put orange somewhere in this box. Now we know it doesn't repeat in this cage. But we also know it's not a 3, and we also know it's not purple. So orange can only go here. Now in this box, orange could be 2, or it could go up here. So just mark orange as one of these 2. It's kind of like a corner marking orange. Orange isn't 3 or 5. It's not 6. What about this box, or is there anything else I can say about orange? I'm not sure there is. So these 3 digits are 3 new colors, right? They're not purple, they're not orange because of this cage or the box, and they're also not 3. Let's look at the box there. Which one of these would be good to pick? It's often with these geometry puzzles, it's about like finding the perfect cell to color next. That's going to have a big effect on like where it's limited. Maybe this cell here, actually. Let me explain why. So let's make that red. I'm just going in order of my palette here. So where does red go in this box? Well, we know it can't repeat in this row, so it has to go up here somewhere. But we know it's not orange. It's in the same column as orange. So it's not here. So it's one of these two, but we also know it's not 3. It's in the same row as 3. So this has to be the red. It's our only choice. Now notice if I had started here making this red, I wouldn't have necessarily noticed. I would say red's one of these two. So the order that you do it is important because this was limited within this box, but this was not limited within this box other than having to find it this other way. Unless there's maybe there's some logic that you can do here that I'm not seeing, but okay. So what else can we do with reds then? We know red is not 3. It's not purple, orange. Let's see. I think I need to find another. I'm thinking about this one because we know it's, it could be 3, but it's just down here somewhere. Do I know about red? Do I know about, let's see. 4, 5, 5. We know 5 is one of these two. Maybe I should pencil what orange can be. It's could be 1. It could be 2. It's definitely not 3. It can't be 5 actually. It could be 4. It can't be 6. So it's 1, 2, 4. So this is 1, 2, 4, 5. Oh, okay. So no, actually, I was going to say it's either purple or orange, but it could be the third digit. We could put orange here, purple here, and whatever the third one is. But this isn't 2, 3, 4. So this is just 1, 5, 6 on its own. In fact, one of these two needs to be a 6. Oh, that's helpful. Right, where's 6 in this column? So one of these two. Meaning this is only 1, 2. It can't be 3, 4, 5, and it's not the 6. In fact, this is just 1. Oh, I have a naked single here. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 6. Putting a 6 in one of these two. That joins the 3, giving us a hidden 3, 6 pair. We got to put a 3 and a 6 down here somewhere. And they can only go here. So another way to put that is this is a naked 4 because we need 3, 4, 6 down here, and this can't be 3, 6. So that's a naked 4. Now, we don't know if purple is 4 or not still. But we know what these are. These are a 2, 5 pair. And this is a 1, 2 pair. Oh, this isn't 2. So this is 1, this is 2. Did we learn anything more about our... This is 4, 5. This is the 4, 5 that isn't purple. I wonder if that's useful. Yeah, because we know it's not orange. Interesting. Orange sees the whole 4, 5 pair. Notice how this orange sees this 4, 5, whatever this one is, and this one sees this one. In fact, so I can give this a new color. We'll call that yellow. So yellow is one of the 4, 5s. Purple is the other one. So notice that orange sees a yellow and a purple, so it cannot be a 4. It must be a 1 or 2. Let's see. I'm thinking about this column being 1, 5, 6. This is also 1, 5, 6. Yellow is one of these two. And one of these two. I could mark that. I don't know if that's helpful. It might be hard to see the forest for the trees here. This column is down to 1, 2, 5. That's not a 2. Basically, I have too much going on color-wise that's making it difficult to scan. So I think, except for the ones that are definitely where they're supposed to be, I'm going to get rid of my colors. So we're going to have the red, the yellow, the purple. Oh, so red also, red is not yellow. Oh, is red yellow? Okay, this is another issue, is I don't know if red is yellow or not. So I don't know which one to get rid of. Maybe I don't color that yellow anymore because I got what I wanted out of it, which is that orange is 1, 2. This whole column is down to 1, 2, 4, 6. So this is 1, 4 only. It's not 2, 6. And this one 1, 2, 4, 6. Oh, so 5 in this box is in one of these two. Okay. Oh no, it's not. It could be here. Never mind. Need a 6 here or here. What is the next step here? 2, 5, 4, 5, 1, 2. Okay, maybe there's some geometry I haven't noticed. This is 4, 5. I guess I can mark that. Oh, this is a 4, 5 pair in this row. Gotcha. Yeah, I failed to mark a 4, 5 in this purple. But we had a purple yellow here when this was yellow. Anyway, that means that this can't be 4. So this is 1 and this is 2. That makes orange 2, so we don't need a color for it anymore. That's not 1. So we get the 5 and the 2 here. So red cannot be 5. And in fact, purple is 4. And that makes this 5. So red was not yellow. That's our 6, making red 1. Okay, that's our 5. That's a 5. This is a 4. We get the 1 here. This digit is a 6. Over here we get the 2. Over here we get the 6. We get the 3 and 6 here. We get the 3 here and the 5. And we're done. We get a 3 in the corner right at the end. All right, cool. Interesting geometry there, Riffclown. Riffclown can always be depended on for fun geometry puzzles. Yeah, it's interesting how these 3 cages were enough to make the puzzle unique other than having to define the 1 through 6. I wonder if one of these givens can be omitted. I'd be interested to know, because if it's purely colorable without the 1 through 6, that would be interesting. But I don't know that it would be. I think the placement of the givens was also very carefully done. But yeah, that would be something to investigate. Anyway, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.